Hello, I'm Hal Lublin.
And I'm Mark Gagliardi.
Since the dawn of humanity, one issue has gone unsettled. With the fate of the world in the balance, we're here to settle, once and for all.
Best edible use of pumpkin.
That's right. Don't worry, everyone. We got this.
Podcasts should have a theme song. Podcasts should not have a theme song. Yes, they should. No, they shouldn't. They sound good. Yeah, but people are just going to skip past it. You know what? You're right. We got this.
Best edible use of pumpkin.
The last way you said that made it sound like you were Pumpkin, and then it felt very odd, like, hey, y'all, I'm Pumpkin. But nobody is named Pumpkin. People are named Punkin.
Punkin, that's right.
Yeah, there's no M in the pet name version.
What would you think if your partner, your fiance, was like, hey, Pumpkin, like really hit, but not in like an aggressive, just like, hey, Pumpkin, can you pass me that blanket?
I'd tell you what I wouldn't do.
What?
I wouldn't pass her that blanket. I'd be like, Annie, pumpkin is a food and also a decoration. Pumpkin's a person.
It's a teachable moment.
Oh, God. Teachable moments between partners seem like a recipe for disaster.
That's right.
It's like honey, this is a teachable moment. You know what the last thing I want to hear during a teachable moment is? This is a teachable moment.
There are things that I haven't learned in 20 years of being with Jennifer. 20 years of being with her.
Mm-hmm.
Married for almost 18. It'll be 18 as of this recording. It'll be 18 in 1 week.
Hey.
It will be our 18th anniversary.
Mazel tov in a week.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And there's still things that I haven't learned. And probably never will. I don't know. I'm trying. Look, you keep trying to grow and learn, but also at a certain point, there are some things where like, you knew this was broken when you bought it. You want to take it back?
And if you keep trying to fix it, you're probably going to break it.
Yeah. You don't know what. Yeah, you're going to be, this is like whack-a-mole. Just new things are going to pop up.
Yeah. And to Annie, I say the same. Look, you're going into this. We're engaged. So this is your chance to get out of whatever version of nuts I've got. Did we have to delineate best edible use of pumpkin? Because clearly the best use of pumpkin is a decorative use of pumpkin.
Well, I think that, and I think people also know in our Discord that if they leave anything to, like, if anything's even slightly ambiguous, you will take it and fly it like a kite across the park.
Because all that adding the word edible did was eliminate it as a form of boulder or anvil for Wile E. Coyote to use from the list of possibilities.
Yes,
which is the
true.
best use of pumpkin besides decorative.
Yeah, if it falls on someone's head and then they're stumbling around and then that scares another character. That's always
looking
the best.
like a drunk headless horseman.
We've never really discussed pumpkin flavored stuff. And this is, we're in the heart of autumn now. We're but a week away from Thanksgiving, and pumpkin always figures into Thanksgiving as a flavor somehow.
Does it though?
Yeah. Pumpkin pie at the very least.
Because, well, here's my question is later on, I think it does come Halloween and, end of October and November, of course, with Thanksgiving. But I think the first half of autumn, I'm talking like equinox onward up until roughly Halloween. I don't think it's pumpkin that we like. I think it's pumpkin spice that we like. It's not, the spice precedes the pumpkin. Like we like nutmeg, cinnamon, allspice. That's what we like.
Well, the people who say they like pumpkin flavored anything actually like those flavors. Now pumpkin season, much like, how Christmas is what people complain earlier every single year, or in June, Home Depot and Lowe's are putting up the 80-foot tall skeletons and Grim Reapers and Freddy's Krueger. I think that PSL Day, I think is what it was called. The Starbucks did it in either late July or early August. So we've been
kidding me?
I'm not. I'm not
that early this year.
And I know people who freak out for it. Me, I don't care particularly. I'm fine that it's not like it's taking the place of a flavor. They don't go, well, I guess we'll throw away chocolate for a couple of months because pumpkin spice is here. Like, I don't see why. I understand the idea of creating an event around it. Like, this is like Hallmark creating holidays so you can send more greeting cards. This is Starbucks going like, this is pumpkin spice time. They could have it all year round. Those spices are available.
Sure. But there's a special time for them, and they have a special job that brings them out at this time of year. Yes,
cobbling
they're wintry and yes, cobbling shoes. Their job is they are the harbinger. They are the silver surfer. They are John the Baptist announcing what is coming in the next couple of months. It's like, you know what PSL Day means to me? PSL Day to me means the countdown begins to the holidays. So that's what PSL Day is for me.
Okay.
Otherwise, why wouldn't I just be having delicious cloves and nutmeg and ginger? And is there ginger in there?
Maybe.
And cinnamon.
There's allspice. Allspice, nutmeg, cinnamon.
Also, good job securing that name, Allspice.
Everything's got to be in there, right?
Yeah.
That's pepper. Peppers are in there. Garlic.
Sure, it's got all the good stuff. Cayenne, lots and lots of cayenne.
Tons of cayenne.
Sure.
Oregano.
Cloves. Cinnamon. Yeah.
Everything you need.
This is the extended version of that song, isn't it? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, and also mint and dill. And if we're counting spices, including herbs, we'll also add cumin and coriander.
That whole song is like when you look up a recipe on the internet. They're like, the first time that I ever had a blueberry muffin, I was with my mother in Boynton Beach. And
scroll.
And then that's an ad for Baby Bjorn. Scroll.
And then it's one of those ads that slows down the image and like suddenly I'm slowly scrolling a video instead of quickly scrolling text. What just happened? Try to hide that X in the corner.
Yeah, you can't close it. You're trying to find the X. You click the wrong thing. All of a sudden, boom, you're signed up for Women's Day magazine. 10-year subscription.
We get L. I don't know how we get L, but we get L, and it's addressed to us.
That's right. Take the L.
Yeah.
That's where that comes from. It's from somebody clicking on an ad. Yeah. Take the L magazine.
All right. So do we count things like the pumpkin spice latte if you're not actually using pumpkin? You're using pumpkin spice.
Yeah, but
that is not edible use of pumpkin. Now who's the one who's...
I am. Yeah. Well, I think of it like pumpkin spice latte is one, pumpkin bread, pumpkin seeds. You can roast those and eat them. Pumpkin pie. What else is there? Pumpkin whipped cream. Sure. Like there are pumpkin flavorings, but even those whipped cream's probably just allspice and
it's pumpkin spice flavor. It's not like the meatiness of pumpkin is in there. It's like, there isn't pumpkin pie. I think our big contenders are going to be pumpkin pie. I think there's going to be some that sneak in there that are better savory preparations of it. Like in the fall, I love a pumpkin risotto. Pumpkin risotto?
Yeah.
Pumpkin soup is great.
Yeah, pumpkin
when you
soup.
actually use like pumpkin pulp in something, as opposed to it just being like, hey, PSL Oreos, get out of here. That is not a use of pumpkin any more than a regular Oreo is a use of fine chocolate.
So what you're saying, you, Mark Gagliardi, in episode 5 of We Got This with Mark and Hal, you are narrowing this field down by saying pumpkin spice flavored things are not pumpkin. This has to come from the guts of a pumpkin, either the seeds
not
or the
necessarily
meat.
the guts. The seeds count. Sure, the seeds count.
Seeds and meat.
Seeds and meat from actual, because we're not talking about a thing that tastes like pumpkin. We're talking about a use for a pumpkin.
But like, here's a question, and maybe we don't have the answer, but it's worth asking for posing this for the sake of this. Okay. A pumpkin ice cream. Does that have actual pumpkin in it, or is it just those pumpkin spices and something that colors it a little? Like, you're not blending a pumpkin to make like the slurry of it, are you? Not really.
I would imagine that like at a high quality place, like a really good gelateria. I have to say it like that. By the way, the world is in for an absolute treat of Annie Savage with the Thrilling Adventure Hour episodes that we have coming up. Just that made me think of it, and that's all I'll say.
Oh, yeah. It wasn't at the rehearsals today.
We had a rehearsal today. We had a rehearsal
I missed
today.
the rehearsals. I had to work.
It was, I know. I get it.
I'll rehearse the next ones, but I saw, this is what I do. I don't know. You probably don't do this because you play Crouch, but I look at it and go like, am I doing anything other than announcing? Do they give me other stuff to do? And then I see like, oh, I'm doing other stuff. Cool. That's exciting. I can't wait to see what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. We all get to do a little extra in these next few shows, which is nice.
Yeah. And we haven't seen the best of.
It's a roadcast. We haven't
show
seen
yet, have we?
No.
I'm excited to see what that is. What did you put for your... So we're doing in New York a best of show. There's not a lot of things with pumpkin meat in it, so don't worry. We're not going to go too long.
Don't worry. Yeah.
what did you put in for what you wanted? Like, what did you put in for your best of?
I am not going to lie. I didn't give any asks.
Nothing.
I didn't ask because I forgot to send that email.
What would you have said?
I would have done Hollywood Noir. I would have said Hollywood Noir Trilogy, but we did Hollywood Noir Trilogy at the Bell House. As
That's right. You put it up
as a fundraiser. Yeah, I put it up in New York, got Ben and Ben's permission. And we did, we did it in New York years ago. But I don't know what I put up there. So I'm curious to see. I assume there's some Philip Fathom in there.
I have no idea if it's in there or not. I think I put that in.
Yeah.
But the other thing I put in was the ad I did with Paul, the Philadelphia ad.
Oh, I love that ad. So many of them are ads. So many of my favorite things are ads. Yeah. Anyway, we'll talk about this further
sure.
in another episode, I'm sure. Maybe because it's exciting that Thrilling is back and we're having fun doing it.
Yeah. Would you say though, because we don't know that there's actual pumpkin meat in that ice cream.
I would say
we want to go for things where we know that pumpkin is involved, like a can of pumpkin, or you actually get the pumpkin.
Now I'm looking up, is there pumpkin in pumpkin spice is what it auto-filled. No, the pumpkin spice does not contain pumpkin.
There's no pumpkin in pumpkin spice, right? Because pumpkin doesn't really have a strong flavor, does it? Have you had raw pumpkin before? Can you eat raw pumpkin? Will it kill you?
It's not good. The thing is, it's like eating any squash, right? Any gourd. It's going to be hard and, you won't be able to, yeah. But, yes, there is most often pumpkin in pumpkin. It's pumpkin puree is the main ingredient in pumpkin ice cream.
Okay. So, all right. Pumpkin ice cream
counts.
Pumpkin loaf.
I feel like there's a lot of these. Yeah. Anything that isn't just labeled as PSL. You know what I mean? Pumpkin gingerbread. Pumpkin gingerbread, pumpkin pancakes. Oh, I love pumpkin pancakes.
Okay, pumpkin pancakes. Pumpkin,
all right.
Like pumpkin risotto. You got like just chunks of roasted pumpkin. You can have that.
Yeah.
That's like a thing you can have.
Mm-hmm.
Pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie. Let's talk about pumpkin pie for a minute.
Okay.
Because we're putting pumpkin pie, I think that's got to be up on the pedestal, whether or not it's in the one slot, just for its delicious flavor and ubiquity during the holidays.
So
it may have even won our best pie or one of our Thanksgiving episodes previously.
I think it was part of a good Thanksgiving meal. Jennifer's pumpkin pie is the only one I eat, and I love it. And I didn't eat it beforehand. She does like the can. I think she does the recipe that's on the back of the Libby can. But it just tastes good. And it is always like my father's partner, Dorota. She like when we come there for Thanksgiving, I always get asked to make the stuffing, which I love doing. And she's always like, Jennifer, are we going to have that pumpkin pie? Like it's a signature dish for Jennifer. Yeah. She makes very well. I enjoy it. And I don't like, and like, it's not that I don't like it. It's just I wouldn't seek it out ever. But I'll try it if she makes it.
I'm the same way about pumpkin pie. Like I will always try, especially a homemade pumpkin pie, which I've had some that are absolute knockouts, just perfect. And I think there are some that there's sometimes that it's too much for me. Like the pumpkin puree is just it's too dense. I can eat like a tiny little sliver of it. Pumpkin pie is one of those dense uses of it. I think that it's going to wind up being, I'm curious because we've got multiple versions of pumpkin. We've got roasted pumpkin. You've got it, where you had it in its raw form, roasted it, and then created a puree with it. You've also got that can of puree that does a lot of the heavy lifting for a lot of these great pumpkin dishes.
Sure. You still have to season it. It's not like it has a ton of flavor to it at that point. Right. You still add all of those seasonings.
Yeah, you're still making a pie and making a thing.
It's going to be puree. It's going to be the seeds. It's going to be the guts. Let's do this. Let's take a break and then we'll come back. Let's establish like what we think the actual finalists are. Okay. And then we can let them duke it out for pumpkin supremacy. How does that sound?
That sounds great.
All right, we'll take a break, and we'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Hey, I'm J. Keith Van Stratton from Go Fact Yourself, and I'm here with Max Fun Member of the Month, Josh Mentor, who has been a Maximum Fun member since 2016. Hello, Josh.
Hey, J. Keith, how you doing today?
I'm so well, and thank you so much for being a listener and supporter of our show. What made you decide to support Max Fun in general and to support our show, Go Fact Yourself?
Jordan Morris on Jordan Jesse Go has a thing that he likes to say, which is, you tip your bartender $1 a beer, you tip your podcaster $1 a month. I get way more use out of Max Fun podcasts than I do like Disney Plus or Netflix.
Well, it's something we very much appreciate. And by the way, when was the last time Netflix selected you as a member of the month?
Exactly.
Josh Mentor, congratulations and thank you again for being the Max Fun Member of the Month.
Thanks so much, guys.
Become a Max Fun member now at MaximumFun.org/join.
Walking About is the podcast about walking. It's a walkumentary series where I, Alan McLeod, and a fun, friendly guest go for a walkabout. You'll learn about interesting people and places and have the kind of conversations you can only have on foot. We've got guests like Lauren Lapkus.
I figured something out about this map, like how to read it.
Betsy Sidaro.
I had no clue. That's awesome and nuts.
John Gabris.
This is like great first date for like broke 20-somethings, you know?
And more. Check out Walking About with Alan McLeod on Maximum Fun.
All right, there was disturbing news during the break. We have a chat going, and Ken put, "You can fry it," and then we had a whole discussion. Ken got on the mic, and he was like, "No, you can." Because in my mind, he's like, "It's a squash. You can fry it." And I thought, well, a squash. What I do is, like with a zucchini or a yellow squash, is I cut it into small slices, and then I saute it with a little olive oil, and I season it, salt, pepper, garlic, something like that. Very simple.
Sure,
and that's a good side for anything. So that's what I'm thinking. It's like, is Ken mean saute? And then he said, no, you cut it up and then you deep fry it.
Deep fried. I feel like Ken might be confusing a pumpkin and a potato. Because potatoes, I don't know if you guys know this, make great, like you can cut them pretty skinny and deep fry those. It's really good.
I don't believe that.
That's good.
That sounds ridiculous.
I don't know about pumpkin fries, though. I think that we're going to be able to come up with a few good contenders.
Okay.
Some surprises in there.
Right.
And I have one that I would like. I have a personal one I would like to add in that is purely subjective, but let's see if it can win an objective battle.
Okay.
But let's start with, you mentioned 3 different ways of using pumpkin. The seeds, the puree, and the actual pumpkin meat. So let's talk about the seeds.
Okay.
I have one question for you.
Sure.
Shells on or shells off for your pumpkin seeds?
Do they?
And do you eat the shells?
Well, it's funny you say that. I would answer that with, they have shells. I've never
describe what a pumpkin seed looks like to you.
To me, I guess it does have a shell if I'm thinking about it. To me, it's like a flatter pistachio. So I guess you would peel it apart to get it. The other white meat, which is the inside of the pumpkin seed. But I've never, like, I'll do sunflower seeds once in a while, but I'm not a huge seed person. Not now that I have like 8 million crowns on my mouth. Absolutely not. Not gonna. I'm terrified. I'm gonna have to go back to that chair and do more stuff.
Yeah, that chair's no fun. Yeah, they do. So when you say a flat pistachio, you're talking about big, flat, and white, right?
Like the you know how pistachio they look like little clams, and you open them up. Like that's what I imagine a pumpkin seed to be in my head, except a little flatter. A little more like the ship from Flight of the Navigator.
Okay. I do like the ship from the Flight of the Navigator when it goes into super fast mode and becomes that pointy nose version of itself.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
May we all be so lucky.
Please.
Right? I want to be faster. Ready for the Olympics. So inside of that shell is a tiny little flat seed, a pepita. Have you ever seen pepitas like on a salad or something? You see it all over LA all the time. I don't know if it's national.
Probably.
That's pumpkin seeds. That's what's inside that white shell that you toast after Halloween. The nice thing I think about pumpkin seeds, about toasted pumpkin seeds, is that you can make them yourself, and it's fun to have them around Halloween because then you feel like you're using more of it like, oh, well, what else would I be doing with these aside from throwing them away? Why don't I clean them up and make some seeds out of them? You're nodding like you and I both know that pumpkin seeds are not going to win this.
I just can't think of a time. I feel like it's the kind of thing, like every time I've made a turkey for Thanksgiving, I keep the carcass and I keep, well, actually the drippings used for the gravy, but you know, I was like, I'm going to hold all the bones aside and I'm going to make a stock. I'm going to do it. This is the year. Yeah. Goes into the freezer. And then it gets thrown out about a month later because I'm not making that stock. Who am I kidding? Yeah. That's just me knowing myself. Some people are very resourceful that way. I wish I were like that, where I'm not after cleaning out all the guts and getting and doing all that stuff. And I'm like, I'm going to make something with this. It's going to be great. I'm not just going to carve a face in this and let it rot on my stoop with a candle in it.
Fair. Yeah, it is a giant pain in the butt to get all those pumpkin guts. And not just to get all the guts out, but to clean all the seeds.
Right.
But I figure, like, for me, it's one of those, like, you know, turn on an episode of a TV show and you just have this bowl in front of you and you kind of, you can kind of just veg out and do it and watch something. And then, oh, look, a big bowl of seeds.
Sure.
But yeah, there are better uses of pumpkin. Like, what are the seeds if not to build more pumpkins so that we can do other more delicious things?
Yeah, go plant them.
Let's talk about that pumpkin puree. That pumpkin puree, I think, is what gives us the best of the baked goods that involve pumpkins.
Sure. It gives us pancakes, muffins, loaves, and pies. You use the puree for all of those. And ice cream, apparently.
Yeah. I don't want to sound controversial about pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie, like I said, it's got to be up there. It's delicious, a really good pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
But I think that I may prefer a little bit of baking ingredients mixed in with my pumpkin puree.
Okay.
In order to get like a pumpkin loaf. So just a little bit of air. That's all I'm asking, pumpkin pie. Just a little bit of air. A little bit of negative space on the inside. There is no negative space in a pumpkin pie. There's negative space in a pumpkin loaf.
It looks like it's sweating.
Yeah.
It looks like it just got done with CrossFit. And then it's like, oh, you want to cut a slice of me? It tastes great. I got allspice. I got cloves. I got
why are you
cinnamon,
sweating on the top, pumpkin
sugar.
pie? Why are you sweating?
Oh, they had us do this thing with a tractor tire where we had to flip it. Yeah. And I was like, why can't we just roll it? It's heavy enough, but they make you flip it.
Now the whipped cream's all wet.
Yeah, well, you should have put it on there. I hadn't had a chance to shower, but if you want a slice, go ahead.
I mean, I did. Oh, it's really salty. This is really salty.
Yeah, I'm what they call a savory sweater. Oh, Lord.
Now I can't think of calling chicken skin anything other than a savory sweater. That's what my chicken's wearing before I eat it. Rosemary and thyme stuffed under that butter. Or the turkey at Thanksgiving. Oh, no, that turkey skin, that's great. That's the savory sweater.
If you take it off and then you put foil over the chicken, it's like Mr. Rogers. I've always wanted to be roasted in an oven by you.
Takes the skin off, puts a blazer on to leave.
Takes those little paper things you put on and throws one and catches it and puts it on the other leg. Sure.
I think I'll make a tasty today. So dumb. So while we're in the bakery, let's see what else is in this bakery, in this pumpkin flavor bakery.
Cookies?
I do like pumpkin cookies because sometimes pumpkin and its associated flavors are a lot. Or maybe that's just me really thinking about the density of a pumpkin pie and going, it's extra.
No, they thick with 4 C's.
Yeah.
Oh, they're thick, but not dry.
Yeah. No.
They tend to be moist and sweaty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do love pumpkin cookies. I love a pumpkin loaf. I love a pumpkin gingerbread loaf, but it might just be because I love gingerbread.
Yeah, it also feels like if it's another thing, like pumpkin risotto is a meal. Pumpkin gingerbread is like, there's some pumpkin in here too. Pumpkin's not the star, it's the co-star. I think you want it to be the star of the dish, no?
Yeah.
Of whatever we pick?
Yeah, I think the pumpkin has to be the star.
Okay.
But their sweet preparation, I think the better preparations for pumpkin meat are going to be, that's going to be our savories.
That's your like oven roasted.
Yeah. And then I think our sweets are going to come out of a pumpkin puree in this, and the pumpkin is going to be the star. It's not going to be a pumpkin gingerbread. It's not going to be pumpkin s'mores. It's not going to be pumpkin cinnamon rolls, which, you know, there are other things that are the stars.
Everything can have some pumpkin and pumpkin spices in it. Anything can.
So what makes the best version of that?
I would go cookie, bread/loaf, pancake, and pie. Those would be the 4 I would pick. Risotto. We're risotto. I'm not we haven't
gotten to the meat yet. I'm talking about just in the sweet pumpkin puree versions.
I would go pie.
Yeah.
It's really good. It's the reason why it's everywhere.
Yeah.
Cause it's so good.
All right. Well, let's see what can take that sweaty pumpkin pie off of.
Sweaty.
Seriously, why are you doing CrossFit right before a meal? Well,
I got to keep my heart rate up. My Garmin said I was getting into my rest zone. I need to keep it in the green. That was the hernia.
All right. I'm going to tell you, this one is my personal favorite.
Okay.
And this is one that I have done before and enjoy, and I will throw the whole recipe out there. This was something that I had when I was in Italy working, and it was the fall, it was October, and they try to use the chef that was there was trying to use seasonal stuff.
Okay.
And he made a pickled pumpkin bruschetta. So here's how this worked.
Okay.
And this is what I did. He roasted a pumpkin, but to a point not where it's like fall apart with a fork, crumbly.
All right.
Then slice the pumpkin really thin and pickle it. Kind of a sweet pickle, vinegar, sugar, few pumpkin spices. Then piece of toast, ricotta cheese, smear of ricotta cheese on it, sliced pickled pumpkin, and finished with balsamic glaze and pine nuts. That is my personal favorite version of pumpkin ever. I highly recommend everybody try it out. But I think for the purposes of this, because that's not something you've ever tried, and most folks I don't know would have had the experience to call it the absolute best, I would throw simple roasted pumpkin and a classic pumpkin risotto as the savory ones.
That bruschetta that you just talked about sounded like you have to be wearing a turtleneck and listening to Fresh Air to eat it. And that is the only time you're allowed.
Of food. Yeah, it was. It should not be discussed on this show. It should be discussed on the Splendid Table on NPR.
I'll go with the pumpkin risotto if I have to choose for the two of those, because I think it gives you it does feel like special to the season. As a pumpkin pie does. It's something you have during a specific season. Pumpkin risotto as well feels very autumnal.
Yeah.
In a way that roasted pumpkin, it's there and it's fine, but you might think it was sweet potato. You're not going to think that with risotto. You're going to know that's pumpkin in there.
But how
sweating up that sweat that risotto up real good. Can make it real wet.
Does it really matter whether you've got the shells on the seeds or not? And does it matter whether it's roasted pumpkin? Because our sweaty friend keeps rearing his CrossFit head throughout this entire conversation. I think there's one answer that's got to be right.
Yeah. I think it's the pie.
I think it's the pie.
People of the world, let's get sweaty. Put a headband on your slice and enjoy pumpkin pie. It is the best edible use of pumpkin. And we're not counting the PSL stuff. And I don't think anybody would be in an uproar. We have very smart listeners who know that a collection of spices does not pumpkin make. It is merely the whisper of pumpkin that is put into your hot drink. And if you enjoy it, I am happy for you. I'm glad it comes earlier every year. And I hope you can find a way to enjoy it even outside of the autumn if that is your wish. But if you're looking for the best edible use of pumpkin, it is the pumpkin pie asked and answered. Happy almost Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy almost Thanksgiving. And the best verbal use of pumpkin is Whisper of Pumpkin, which is a play that Hal and I will be performing in Pensacola, Florida next February.
Very excited.
So we hope to see you all. It's a little out of season for that show. February is a weird time to do that show.
We're counter programming.
Our other play that we're doing in the fall is called Heart-Shaped Box of Candy. So
that's right.
We maybe should think about reversing those. Yeah. Either way, this topic is closed, but there are many more topics to discuss. So please reach out to us via email at wegotThisPodcast@gmail.com, or
find us on the social media at We Got This Podcast. Find us on Instagram at We Got This Show. You can go to our Facebook group, but really the two places that I think are the most fun, and I might be biased, one is our Discord, bit.ly/WGT Discord. The other is our YouTube channel filled with all sorts of fun bonus stuff in addition to every episode we've ever done. We Got This Podcast on there. You can go find us and subscribe so that you know when new content is available. We'll tell you via YouTube. All you have to do is click the subscribe button, which is the easiest thing in the world. Thank you to producer Ken Plume, who I hope is enjoying some pumpkin fries because we all deserve the good things that we want in this life. Thank you also to researcher Kate McManus, graphic designer Uri Kilman, and QA engineer Jen Alba.
And thanks, of course, to our musicians Jonathan Dinerstein and Mike Furman for our score and theme song, respectively. And thanks to you, the people of the world, for giving us an opportunity to talk about pumpkin and talk about the fall and all the things that we love. And the thing we love most around this time of year is the camaraderie of friends and family. And you give that to us with this show. We couldn't do it without you. We wouldn't do it without you. So to you, we say thank you, thank you, thank you. Happy Thanksgiving. For Hal Lublin, I'm Mark Gagliardi.
For Mark Gagliardi, I'm Hal Lublin. And don't worry, everybody.
We got this.
We got this.
Maximum Fun,
a worker-owned network
of artist-owned shows
supported
directly
by you.